next week, believe it or not, we are getting Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, which I don't know. It feels like it snuck up on us. This has been a very
Yeah.
busy stretch. Feels like there's been minimal promotion from either Nintendo or Omega Force. It's the third Zelda Musu game. And this time they're once again talking about how this is a prequel, but it's to Tears of the Kingdom this time instead of Breath of the Wild. And the story takes place during the past scenes where Zelda traveled to in the main game of Tears of the Kingdom. And the story will allegedly take place over the course of the imprisoning war that led to Ganondorf's, kind of accumulation of power and ultimate imprisoning, as the beginning of Tears of the Kingdom depicted. How are you feeling about this game? Are you going to be checking this out when it comes out next week?
Oh, I'm definitely playing it. If anything, just to see how it performs. Tears of the Kingdom, I don't know if I would ever say is one of my favorite Zelda games, but I do have a particular fondness for the world and the story of it. I really loved. I was the person who I didn't really care much about the main story, but or whatever you would consider the main story, but I did really like the past visions and also a lot of the side quests, a lot of the towns, a lot of the places you could go, like Hateno Village and all that, where you could
Mm-hmm.
get really invested in these different zones and the stories there. The newspaper quest is honestly maybe one of my favorite things in that game entirely, and it's just helping a dude do newspaper stuff. It's great. And so I really hope that there's some semblance of that in this game of seeing these places again in a new light and kind of fighting over them and defending them and all that. I think that would be really fun. I'm really going to be curious with this game where your pool is potentially even lower than it was before, how they kind of develop a cast that's going to feel very distinct and very unique and memorable. Because a lot of these characters we only saw in flashbacks. I love imagining Link picking up one of these tears from the dragon like carvings and all that, and going back and being like, what was happening in the past? And it's like Zelda doing an air juggle combo and like flipping a bunch of dudes in the air and the numbers ratcheting up, and he's like, oh, that's crazy. Yeah, I'm curious to see how this all plays into it and ultimately like what the ultimate result ends up being from all of this.